Each day, the peace officers, police, and firefighters of our community literally lay their lives on the line for our city and its citizens. Usually we are unaware of the time and effort expended by these warriors in preventing crime and property damage. We sometimes take for granted the dedication and valor inherent in these individuals until an event occurs and captures our attention. Yet each is willing to risk their safety for our safety. Fort Worth has been unintentionally remiss in fulfilling its mission of expressing its appreciation and memory of our fallen heroes. The time has come and is long overdue to create the Fort Worth Police and Firefighters Memorial. And behind each name on the memorial will be a story written in courage and lived through sacrifice, a tale of heroism and service. The site in Trinity Park will be a living memorial and a constant reminder of our dependence upon and our appreciation for those who continue to sacrifice their own welfare in favor of ours. We owe them no less. They gave us so much more.
There were 3 brothers on the department, and I'm the oldest, and I was the first one here with Fort Worth PD, and Ken was the middle brother. He went down to the road to talk to the guy about dumping the trash, and they had words. The man drove off. After a short period of time, returned to the house, and my brother went to talk to him, and he shot my brother twice in the chest. And then my brother returned fire and shot him in the head. Ken was dead on arrival. John Peter Smith, and the other man, he died about 5 days later.
You know, I didn't get a chance to know my dad, and it's kind of hard for me to talk about, but you know, I respect his decisions. I know he was doing his job, and I know he loved his job, and you know, that's okay. You know, it's been hard, but you know, we survive, and I know he loved me, so that's all that matters.
My father, that was a Fort Worth firefighter and worked for 27 years, and during a training incident, he had a heart attack and died from the complications. He was a battalion chief, and he worked downtown most of his career, and he liked the high rise and just the atmosphere down there, I guess. He's a very, very strong man, and a leader that was very dedicated to the job.
Hank went to serve a warrant for a parole violation, and when they entered the mobile home, and Hank opened the bedroom door, the guy started shooting at him, and he was shot in the head right above the left eye, and basically it went to a part of the brain that nothing could be done to repair the damage. He lived on life support for 2 days, and December 1st of '05, I removed the life support, and he died. Well, he was a fun guy. He loved, his passion was law enforcement, so he was really good at his job. He basically worked it, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It never left him. But he was also a good family man too. He took care of me and our 2 children and loved them very much. He, had his special times with each one of them, and but we miss his smile and his laughter, and it's not the same without him.
It's a symbol of this city caring, our heart and our soul about those who protect us every single day. And we are one of the few large cities in the country that don't have a memorial. And it's much more than just a monument. We're talking about a place of reflection where families left behind can go and quietly remember their loved ones. Those families are entitled to have that place to go and reflect. And as we watch these men and women do their jobs every single day, we don't really focus on the danger that they place themselves in harm's way to protect us, to protect our families, to protect our property. And you don't think about that until you lose one, like a Hank Nava. I'm very proud of our police officers, our firefighters, our marshals who work so hard every single day to protect us. And I think we owe them a debt to ensure that we say to them, we do care. If something does happen to you, you will be remembered, not forgotten.
Even though it's been the 26, 27 years, there's not a day that goes by that we don't think about him and what he meant to the department and what the department meant to him. And we still periodically go out to Rose Hill Cemetery where he was buried, and we go out there and talk to him.
You know, my mom's survived for the last 26 years, and she's strong. And I think it'll be good for her too, because she knows that he's respected and he's honored, and that, you know, it's a great tribute. So I think it'll be good. It'll be good.
I think it would be a great honor to have a memorial for the fire and police in the city of Fort Worth. I think it's long overdue. I think it would honor those officers who gave their life for the Fort Worth Police Department and the city of Fort Worth. And I feel like it would also be an honor to the officers that are still working for the department.
These people, you know, put their lives on the line every day to protect the city, and they deserve the respect and the recognition of that. So I think it's kind of sad that they haven't done it yet.
A memorial for the firefighters and police officers would be very good for the public, because it's so easy nowadays to forget those that have, you know, sacrificed everything they had for the citizens.
I never had thought about a memorial before, of course, because, I mean, nothing like that had struck home, but now that it has struck close to home, it's very important, you know, for me and my children to have that, for my husband and for all the other law enforcement officers and firefighters out there. Because it will happen again. Unfortunately, some other officer and some other firefighter will die in the line of duty somewhere in the future, whether it be, you know, next week, a year, 2 years, or 14 years like it had been in between the last officer that died and my husband.
West Patrol to Zebra 117. West Patrol to Zebra 117. Officer Nava.
Dispatch, be advised, Officer Nava, 0117 is 24 and 62 for the remainder. Godspeed, Hank.